Hi everybody, welcome back to Andy's Beer Reviews. Welcome back if you've been before. If you've not been before, welcome for the first time. This is what we're looking at this time. This is what we're going to review. This is from Goose Island. It's the Goose IPA. Goose Island, you've probably seen these guys around a lot. They've got that little logo. See the logo? That logo and everything. Yeah, big in supermarkets. Lots of time. They're boxes of Goose Island stuff. Big in America, win lots of awards. Should be quite decent. If I'm being honest, I've never ever had a Goose Island beer. It's just always one of those I've seen and I've passed it by, and for some reason never been that interested. I was in my local Morrison's and I just happened to see that this has been reduced from, to say, £2 to £1.50. Good date on it still. It's good until February next year. So I think it's been in a set and it's come loose. And I think that's the only reason why it's on special. And they do that a lot. I find that supermarkets tend to do that a lot. If you find a clearance section in a supermarket, there's usually always a beer in there of some description, or lager or something like that, that's been slightly dented or come loose from a pack or something. They can't sell it in the pack, and they sell them singly. Independent ale, it says there it's 55 IBU. Not many beers. It's a big American thing. Over in the UK, we don't really talk about IBUs. It is just the International Bitterness Unit scale. Will that lid come off? It did come off. The International Bitterness Unit scale, IBU, and at 55, it probably sounds quite bitter. But you've got to remember the scale is from 0 all the way up to 120, and also the IBU doesn't actually measure how bitter a beer is going to be. It measures, it's all in hops. You get acids, alpha acids in particular, and I think there's beta acids as well. Can't quite remember. And it's those alpha acids, they release their flavours into the beer and create the bitterness. So IBU measures the amount of alpha acids, and even though this is 55, which is nearly halfway, it doesn't mean to say you're going to get that type of bitterness out of it always. It doesn't always mean that, because a lot of other things inside your beer can bring that down. So if it's particularly malty beer, for example, that maltiness takes over and it may not taste as bitter. So it's just measuring those alpha acids more than anything else. That's what the IBU does. And most IPAs, in fact 55 for an IPA is probably quite low on the bitter, as a bitterness. So as an IBU, should I say. Right, stop waffling, Andy. Right, so that has poured clear and golden. It's poured with a small fluffy white head. Let's get the aroma, shall we? Oh, there's plenty going on in there. Yeah, on the aroma side, it's mainly quite tropical, really. It's got grapefruit in there, it's got some pineapple in there, getting a little bit of passion through at the back end. Yeah, and definitely some peach in there as well. So quite tropical on the aroma side. How about taste? Cheers. That ain't too bad actually for an IPA. For an IPA I've just spent £1.50 on. Bags of flavour going on in there. It is a very fruity IPA. very fruity. So it follows the nose a little bit. Certainly getting some grapefruit through on there. Actually, I'm just getting. I thought I was getting a bit of pineapple, but I didn't on that second swig. Another swig, just make sure. Yeah, a little bit. It's mainly grapefruit. Very, 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 very flavoursome from a grapefruit perspective. A little bit of pineapple in there. Getting either the passion fruit coming through or a little bit of peach, just a tiny little bit on there. But there's also, so the grapefruit's a big grapefruit hit, and then it's very piney. So lots of pine coming through. Which I do like. It's very nice. It is very nice. It's a decent IPA when you've had, like I've had lately, a lot of mediocre IPAs. It's good to have one that's obviously been brewed really, really well, good quality ingredients, and those flavours just oozing through. Picking up some little bit of a sweet malt note in there as well. It's a light toffee, almost caramelly note at the back end. It's nice. It is quite bitter. After I was saying 55 isn't necessarily that bitter, but yeah, because it's not got any malts to take away from the bitterness, and it's actually coming through quite well on this one. So it's actually quite, and that pininess is just added to that bitters quite nicely, and it's lingering bitterness as well. It is still there in my mouth. It's still around. So if you like. Wind's picking up outside. Yeah, if you like your beers, your IPAs, grapefruity, piney, with a nice lump of bitterness thrown in, then this could be the one for you. It's quite nice. Lovely little carbonation as well. Just helping to push those flavours around my mouth a little bit. I've missed out, haven't I? I've missed out. Seen this in the shops for years and years and years, never really fancied it, and I should have done, because I've missed out on a really, really decent IPA. My loss. That is really nice. Score wise for me for that, 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 from Andy's Beer Reviews. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. Till the next review. Cheers everybody.